FC Barcelona defeated RCD Mallorca 0-3 in their 2025-2026 La Liga debut at Sant Moix on Saturday. The defending champions quickly took control of the match, making the most of their technical superiority. But the match was marred by 2 red cards for the home side, which made referee José Luis Munera the protagonist, despite himself. Rafinha, Ferran Torres, and Lamine Yamal scored the goals, the latter being the best, as expected, in the debut of his new number 10 shirt. Mallorca were left with no chance of reacting with 2 consecutive sending-offs for Manu Morlans and Vedat Muriqi. Hansi Flick started Joan Garcia and gave minutes to Marcus Rashford, whom the club was able to register just hours before. Barcelona registers Joan Garcia and Marcus Rashford for La Liga hours before their debut in Mallorca. The champions' debut showed promise of being a footballing feast from the opening minutes, with Lamine Yamal's nutmeg on Mojica a testament to his quality. Joan Garcia, Barca's star signing this summer, at least given his price, was almost there to watch from the bench. In the end, his blow in the warm-up was just a scare. The brand new Barca number 10, wearing his new shirt, saw his cross intercepted by Leo Roman in that first play, but in the next he found Rafinha unmarked at the far post, who headed in on the run minute 7. Usual suspects. Mallorca was slow to react, but they don't have a midfield that offers the same solutions and creativity as Barca's. Only when Darder and Pablo Torre combined, making their debut for their new team against their former teams, did quality plays emerge. The other resource was long balls to Muriqi, whose size put Ronald Araujo in trouble. The Kosovar striker had his team's best chance in the 21st minute, but he sent it into the hands of a well-positioned Joan Garcia. But from then on, the game was marred by the decisions and handling of cards by José Luis Munera, formerly known as Munera Montero. The first was Barca's second goal, scored by Ferran from outside the box, which was preceded by a shot from Lamine Yamal that hit Antonio Relo, who was left lying on the ground, apparently dizzy. Munera let the game continue, but somehow the players got confused, including those from Hansi Flick's team, who barely celebrated the goal, which was beautifully executed by the Valencian, minute 23. Everyone demanded at least some explanation, but the referee pointed to the center of the field despite the protests of the home side. 2 sent off at Mallorca, anger at Sant Moix. Manu Morlans received his first yellow card during the protest, but minutes later he received a second for a foul and was sent off early. To make matters worse for Jagoba Arasate's team, Muriqi received a red card and Sant Moix exploded in anger. The Vermilion forward went all out for a divided ball with a high bounce, but was unlucky and reckless enough to kick Joan Garcia. He initially received a yellow card for dangerous play, but at the request of VAR, Munera showed him a red card. Minute 39, and the game was over. Only a miracle could give Mallorca hope, firstly by balancing the score with 2 red cards for Barca, which seemed and still seems impossible. They appealed for a first foul on Rafinha for a tackle on Matu before halftime, in the 45+7 minute, but to no avail. The Barca captain had a heated exchange with some of the home players on the way to the locker room. The restart saw Arasate make the obligatory changes, one of them involving U21 international Mateo Joseph, on his return to our league from the Premier League. Dani Olmo also came off for Fermin Lopez for Barca, a natural substitution. Joseph barely touched the ball, and on his first play, he drew a charge from Araujo, sending him into the advertising board, and a new brawl broke out. With every play, the Mallorca players tried to pressure the referee to be more severe in his disciplinary action against the Barcelona players. Rashford's first minutes at Barca. Olmo, meanwhile, tested Roman's reflexes with a lofted header, but the Mallorca goalkeeper reacted well, and he also couldn't be blamed for any errors in the goals. In the next play, it was the post that prevented Rafinha's third, a shot that grew desperate with each failed attack despite the advantage and numerical superiority. The Brazilian was the second-best player in the match, behind the number 10. The match was progressing in fits and starts, and Flick took advantage of the opportunity to give Rashford his first minutes, in a triple window that also included Joffer and Gavi. The Englishman rested Ferran, and as soon as the ball was in play, Olmo hit the post. Mallorca held on to the 2-0 deficit as best they could. In the final minutes, Leo Roman dared to challenge Lamine Yamal for the MVP award with impressive saves that prevented a third, including a powerful shot from Pedri from the edge of the box. His teammate Mojica contributed with more effective defending as fatigue took its toll on the Barca right winger, whose attempts were also saved by the home goalkeeper. It was true that, for different reasons, both teams were happy with the result. In a match that began with 31 degrees and 55% humidity, preserving their health was the best decision. Munera also understood this by giving only 4 minutes of added time. All of them? No. Lamine Yamal rounded out the afternoon/evening with a stunning goal, 94th minute.